Hey everybody, thanks for joining me at Fil-Am, Fil-Fam, Destination Philippines. This is a video journal of me making changes in my life in order to achieve a goal. And that goal is moving to the Philippines. And so today I want to share with you guys a video by Myk's Philippine Journey. He's a Filipino. I think he's American too, so he's Fil-Am too, I think. I'm not sure. But I know he grew up in Rockford, Illinois, or he grew up in Chicago, Illinois, and actually told me one time that he owned a business in Rockford, Illinois, where I went to high school at. And he spends a lot of time in the Philippines, so he knows about Filipino women, and he knows about laws that affect foreigners as well. So he's got a lot of good game. I kind of would refer to him as like the Filipino Kevin Samuels. So Kevin Samuels, he's known as the Godfather, so I kind of think of Myk as the Filipino Godfather. But he has all great intentions. He just wants to advise men that are looking to go over to Philippines, passport bros, that whole movement that's going on. That way guys can have live a successful life over there, or just even a successful vacation. And, whether it's you're looking to live there or just meet a Filipina for, whatever, dating, fun. He has a lot of good wisdom. He's got a lot of game. So I listened to this guy. I've been listening to him for about a little less than a year. I kind of stopped listening to many of the Philippine expat vloggers. Kind of when I got red pilled, I was, kind of learning more about that. But now I know I need to really get into this and learn everything that I can about the culture, and especially the women, because I'm not trying to get no scammer or anything. So here he's giving us tips on how to spot a low-class Filipina. So let's see what he's got.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another new video over here at our channel. Let's go ahead and share what this video is about. Video is about how to be able to spot a low-class Filipina and how to avoid these types of Filipinas in your life.
And he said that was one of his exes too.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of our new videos. Listen, we're starting off the year correctly. What we're trying to do is just say, hey, listen, we got a new year. It's a new slate. Been a few months now. Maybe it opens up. I'm thinking maybe around June, July. But at the same time, is a lot of relationship has ended because just the time has created this because of the situation that we're in. But hey, listen. To be honest, my thing is this: we should start this year brand new and just get rid of just the unnecessary women that some men are just tolerating. But at the very same time, is how you guys can avoid meeting the wrong type of Filipinas.
Listen
And what I'm
up.
talking about is stop going after low-class Filipinas. Now, let me get something straight. Before some of you guys like, Michael, how dare you? Listen, I'm not talking about lower class. When we start talking about lower class Filipinas, that's in regards for income brackets. That's not what I'm talking about here,
Right,
because
there's
when
a
we start
difference.
talking about low class Filipinas, this can also be Filipinas who are making money, who has money. Because it doesn't matter what class you're in regards for lower class, middle class, rich, upper middle class, whatever it is, you can still be low class. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys several ways to figure this thing out.
Low class in character.
And these are the type of women you need to avoid.
Let's hear it, brother.
So let's go ahead and get started. What is the first thing to be able to understand that more than likely you might be dealing with a low-class Filipina?
Let me know, Kuya. Let's go.
First one is this: noisy in public. Well, I get it, right?
And he's right about that, because a lot of Filipinos are very conservative, very traditional, very quiet. They don't like it when their partner raises their voice, and or any type of rude behavior. So he's dead on with that.
Some of you guys are gonna be like, well, Michael, that's just like how it is all over the world. No, no, but it's a little bit different for Pinays.
Yeah.
Like a good way to see this is if you guys watch a lot of like um walking videos, especially like in Angeles City, right? You start passing by, and then all of a sudden you'll hear a Filipina. They're gonna do what they call a halakhak, right? That's how they laugh. They laugh with a halakhak, is the terminology in the Philippines. And what I'm talking about is when they're laughing, they're like, ay nako, ay, like just so loud and just like so much movement going on. It's like, look at me, bitches. Like, give me attention. Halakhak. Halak, halak, hak. That's how they laugh. The worst one is this part, right? And you can be among them. You can be chilling with them, chilling with a lot of them. You can be in a bar, in a resto, and then all of a sudden they're just the way they laugh. It's like trying to gain attention. The worst ones, and this is even worse, is when they're laughing so much, pag naghahalakhak sila, when they are halakhacking, we'll say, right? They cover their mouth. But you're covering your mouth and you're still loud? What does that say? It's like your body mannerisms telling you shut the F up. But you can't help it because you low class. You low class Pinay. Right? Filipinos when they're shy, they'll cover their mouth, right? They'll back up. They're like, haha, hee hee.
Yeah, very timid.
But low class Filipinas, they're gonna be just screaming out loud.
Kind of like how we would describe here in the States as a ratchet chick. I can't stand a ratchet chick.
So that is a way to determine one. Now it's gonna get even worse as we go down. And the thing though is you're gonna be like, damn you, Michael. The Filipino I'm talking to is just like that right now. But just let you guys know, sometimes because you're talking to them online, you are not able to sense this. You're gonna end up seeing this and sensing this when you are actually.
Yeah, when I get to Philippines, I don't plan on doing any type of online dating. Not saying that that's a foolproof guarantee, but I think it'll definitely, increase my odds of not coming across any scammers or low-class Filipinas.
Meeting them and hanging out with them and their family for the first time. And you're going to be like shaking your head and be like, damn you, Michael. Why did you open up my eyes to this? I'm just trying to save you guys.
The red pill for Filipinos.
That's my job. Number 2, this is something that you're going to see normally happening during breakfast time. So most of the time is for you guys, you won't be able to experience this till you're with your Pinay, all right? And that is eating with their foot up in the chair.
Ugh.
Ghetto!
Ratchet.
Right there. They eat. Now, here's the thing. If you see a Filipina, like I've heard some guy says, oh my God, this Filipina I was talking to, she just started eating with her hands. Listen, it's called kamayan. Kamay means hands, to use your hands to eat. Kamayan is a tradition in the Philippines, and there's nothing wrong with that. If a Filipino eats with her hands, nothing wrong with that.
My mom still eats with her fingers. She eats rice, and which me and my sisters, we always giggle at her, laugh and poke fun. But she's a good sport about it. But yeah, I've been seeing my mom eat with her fingers my whole life. Well, anytime I've been around her, yeah.
That is not low class. That does not determine somebody's low class. There's restaurants, in the Philippines where they actually use their hands to eat. I mean, they'll give you some gloves. Some people, sometimes they won't. It just depends. But kamayan is not low class. It's a traditional thing that happens in the Philippines. And so I would never, ever use that against a person. But when they're eating, their foot is up in the chair. One foot's in the ground, but one foot's up. Now, if they do the mixture of kamayan and, foot up in the chair like this, like that eating, oh, God. You're going to be like, low class. And unfortunately, you're going to see this in the province. Provincial women. You're going to see this happen more with provincial low-class women. I'm not saying lower class.
The province is like the rural areas outside of the city, if you didn't know.
I'm saying low class women. Okay? Pay attention. There's a two difference. And I pointed that out in the beginning of the video, but some of you guys are probably watching this video jumping in, especially if this premieres. So if they eat with their hands and their foot is up, they low class. Is that somebody you want to show around? I mean, real Filipinos, even if they cross their legs while they're eating, they get in trouble from the elders because that's a sign of disrespect. A person putting up footing. See, I'm turning Filipino. A Filipina putting up her, footing up her foot in
I
the
love when he
chair,
does his
and then she
accent.
goes, "It." Oh my goodness, that is such a low class.
My goodness.
Low class, so bad. The next one is definitely a big sign of a low class Filipina, and you see this a lot, even with richer Filipinas with money, or lower class Filipinas or middle class, whatever. And this is if they use terminology or what we call salitang beki or beki talk. Okay.
Like slang.
So what's beki talk? Well, just even the term beki is a beki slang. Beki is a slang for bakla, and bakla means an alphabet person. If you guys know what I mean.
Keyboard club.
Bakla. Beki is another term for bakla.
That was one
But
of the
there,
first
a
words
lot
I
of the
learned in Tagalog.
alphabets have their own terminology. And listen, they can have their terminology with that. That's perfectly fine. Listen, it's their own lingo. But what happens is the lingo has now transferred to a lot of women. And now women are using this. So that is a perfect sign of a low class Pinay, is if they start using a lot of Becky talk. You're going to hear the term, "Oh my goodness, look at that Filipina over there. She's a mermaid." What's a mermaid? A mermaid is translated as a Filipina who is dating a white man.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And the
Kuya's
reason
smart.
for that is that, she's trying to ahon, means to get up. So she's a mermaid. But you guys all have to understand is they don't really have mermaids in the Philippines. So mermaid is just the English version, but the difference or the translation of mermaid to Filipino is what they call a shokoy. All right, a shokoy is like a half fish, half human. So that's why that's why the term sometimes Filipinas that are the type of Filipinas that most foreigners go after are exotics because they're the leftover exotic kinds that nobody wants,
Dang.
right?
Oh, man.
Or you're gonna hear terms, you're gonna hear your Filipina talk, sinech etern, hoy dai, sinech etern. Sinech etern is just a slang for the term sino ito. Sino ito is who is this? So they're gonna say something. Wait, dai sina turn. They're just trying to give it some flavor, some fire. I guess is the way they talk it. Or they're gonna say something like, "Oh my goodness, nakakalurks." Nakakalurks is what? Is just another Becky slang for nakakaloko. Oh my god, that's crazy. Loco is crazy, right? Nakaka. You're going to hear girls that are low class use the word mudra and pudra or mother. Pretty much it's just mother or father. Uy, mudra. Come over here, mudra. Uy,
Oh, like
pudra. Oh, you
daddy.
came home. So when you start hearing your Filipina talking Becky slang like this, and these are certain Becky slangs right here, pay attention. Like when I hear these words coming from a Filipina, cut the ties. Run, motherfucker, run.
I'm
Or you can be
listening,
like,
Kuya. You
I'll hit
tell
it for
me. I'll
tonight.
do it.
But these are not the type of Filipinas you want to take home.
Nope.
What's another word? Oh yeah, majurbis. Majubis. Oh, tingnan mo, girl. Oh, majubis siya. So ugly. Majubis means mataba or fat.
Yeah, fat.
All right. So those are just some of that, right? So when you start seeing your Filipina using Becky talk, she low class.
Ratchet.
Cut her to the curb, just like a low class person.
Yep.
Just like Frozen and Elsa. Let her go. Let her go. The next one is typically for a lot of people, right? And it's when for some reason they chew with their mouth open.
That's just
And
nasty no matter what.
any person of decency, decency, I'm not talking high class, I'm talking about decency, will not chew with their mouth open. And the worst part about it, the worst thing is to look at a Pinay while she's chewing her mouth open and she's doing loud chewing and you see that rice
It's
just
the
like
rice.
churning
It's
in her
the
mouth.
rice.
It's disgusting. But they even pair it with something else. They start talking. They're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, ang charap nito, ma. Tinan mo yung mga babae doon, no? Tinan mo, kapangit, oh. Oh my God, see not you turn. See not you turn. Look at that Pilipina in that porn over there. Oh my God, she looks like a mermaid.
Gossip. Chismis.
Just fucking chew it like a freaking goat. Man. All right, moving on to next part of low class. They want fake brands. They buy fake brands. They even ask you guys, be like, I know that you can't afford to buy me a Louis Vuitton right now. Maybe when we're married, you buy me a Louis Vuitton. But for now, is it okay if I buy this purse? It's it's fake, but it's still Louis Vuitton. It makes me
Fake.
feel better. Like I had a dude actually comment the other day and start trying to reason. There's nothing wrong if a Filipino buys fake, fake stuff.
I mean,
There's
she's
plenty of
fake.
things wrong. A person that buys fake things, that wants fake things, is a fake person,
Yeah.
right? And if you, for some reason, a person becomes happy, like he says, it makes them feel better. No, it makes them feel better for that moment because they have a fake thing, but they still know it's fake.
Yeah. Like deep down, it'll burn at
The
them.
funny thing is with a lot of low class people, is this, is they can fool low class people, decent people, normal people, people with money.
They ain't going for it.
They recognize that. They know it's fake, but they just want to fake their own kind. Why do you want to stick yourself in someone of low class? But if you want that type, then that means you're a low class man. Oh,
Low value.
snap. Did I just say that? Did I just say that? Maybe for the guys out there who goes for low class Filipinas, maybe they do deserve them because they are of low class as
Tell
well.
the
And I'm
truth,
talking about
Kuya.
lower class, I'm talking low class
Low
people.
value.
The next thing is like you want to find out from a Filipina that you're talking to is like what's their standards? What is their buying criteria of choosing a man? If you know that they have dated or they're currently dating or have been impregnated by a canto boy, canto means corner. It's those Filipinos that hangs out in the corner that drinky drinks with the San Miguel gin and and
Tubo.
Ginebra San Miguel and stuff like that, and then they be having some beers all the time. That's all they do. If your Filipina has dated a canto boy, I'm not talking about an F boy, I'm talking about a canto boy, then you know she low class.
Yeah.
Because she lowered her value of her punani to be entered. The cost of entrance to her punani was a canto boy.
That's the same thing here. I've seen it plenty of times. Girls, dating bums. The girl's always driving him around. The girl's always paying for it, paying for the food, buying him clothes, because he can't do it himself. I mean, he's running game on her, but he's right. She lowers herself. She gives it up for a low price. And not saying that there's an actual money exchange, but just the value. She gives it up for nothing almost. So tells you a lot about her.
And then all of a sudden your cost of entry,
Goes up.
US dollars, Canadian, Australian,
That's how it was with my ex. She dated, or she was married to losers. Like one of her exes was cheating on her with hookers and gambling all her money, stealing money out of her purse and stuff. But then she gets with me, and it's like the cost of entrance has to be up. You know, she used to make fun of me. Oh, I know you don't have money. It's like, yeah, right now I may not, but I'm also bouncing back from a divorce. You know, we're in recession. Everything's expensive, but I'm gonna get there. And you know, you go give it up to your idiots and your simps. You know, I'm not dealing with it.
You have to pay higher rates for that?
Yep,
Low class. Let her go.
yep. That's what I did.
It's
Kuya.
like those old people back in the days. I don't know, the Vikings used to do it, I think. The Eskimos, I'm not too sure. You know, when the person's dying or they're pretty much dead, they put them in a boat, have them sail off.
Light the fire arrow.
The next thing is also something with the words, how they use words, is they use Filipino words and what they call binabaliktad, or they turn it around. So you're gonna hear them saying, "Oh my God, saklam naman yan." Saklam is the word malakas in reverse. Saklam. It's oh, that's some strong stuff. Oh, saklam siya. Or they're gonna use the word like a verbiage of naas ak at napup. Saan ka pupunta? When you start hearing these things, you can play around with these type of chicks, but these are the chicks that you don't take home. These are the chicks that you don't want to be in a relationship with.
And it's just like dating women here in the States. Like, I don't like it when a woman cusses a lot. F this, F that, MF, or I can't stand it because it's a sign of low value, low class. I mean, I'm working on my cussing because each time I cuss, it's like I know I look ignorant. I know I look stupid. Like I can't come up with different words. I mean, I'll say, you know, I'll substitute cuss words for less cuss words like crap and mess and stuff. But yeah, when I'm dating and have been dating, I don't like it when a girl cusses. It's trashy to me.
These are low class, not lower class, low class
Low character.
Filipinos. The next one is you can try this word on a Filipina. Or if you hear say this word, then there's a problem. So I'm going to say the first word, epal, right? Well, if somebody calls somebody an epal in the Philippines, it's a term of a person who likes to butt in all the time. Having conversations, they butt in. You have a problem, they try to butt in. Put in their 2 cents, right? So epal is acceptable. But epal is the PG-13 word for kupal. So, you know, there's this word that women, like in the US especially, you could sense if they're more, if they have some higher class. Like go up to a woman and be like, in the States, for example, and say, moist. And if you see her like cringe, you're like, ugh, then you're like, all right, you cool.
Yeah.
But same thing in the Philippines. The word epal is accepted to call somebody, oh, epal ka. You know, you like to butt in, man.
Busy
Like you're
body
nosy.
Yeah.
But the R-rated version of epal is the word kupal. Okay? Kupal. So you say, you ask a girl, hey, what's the word kupal? If she has this disgusting look in her face,
Cringes.
then you know that she's not really low class, or she's a little bit better.
Higher
We'll say, right?
standards.
Because kupal is so okay. A lot of Filipinos make fun of Filipinos or other men who are not circumcised. Okay, so it is more prominent for men who are uncircumcised, who don't clean themselves down there. They build grime
Ugh.
inside the shaft, because of the extra foreskin, right? So, kupal is that grime that builds up right under the
Ugh,
mushroom tip,
gross.
right? So that's
Kuya.
what kupal means. Okay.
Nasty.
So when they call you kupal, it's like you like to intersect or interject yourself in situations that you
Dang.
shouldn't. It's not none your business. Okay. So these are just several things that you have to pay attention if you're going to end up with a Filipina. I mean, some of you guys, if you're okay with it, then that's perfectly fine. And if you like a low class Filipina, then that means you're a low class man.
Yeah.
And you should just accept it. Own it. It's okay to own it. But if you don't want to be a man who is in a category of being a low class person and you have class yourself, it doesn't matter what your income is, then are you going to end up putting yourself in a situation with a low class Filipina?
Nope.
Okay? Right? That's a question I'm going to ask. Would you date a low class Filipina?
No.
And if you would, hey, there's your list that I just gave you. Speaks with Becky Lango, eats with their foot up in the chair, noisy in public, covers their mouth and is even more noisier. Chews with their mouth open, but they,
Ugh.
for some reason, keep on talking and they talk out. It's weird. Okay, I'll give you an perfect example. Just the other day, I came across a Filipino vlogger eating with her hands, and there's nothing wrong with eating her hands,
Right.
but she's putting the food in her mouth, talking in front of a fucking camera. Low class.
Just bad
Once again, there's
manners.
nothing wrong eating with your hand. There's something wrong if you are doing that. Do you want to be with a low class Filipina is
No
my question.
way.
Once again, buying fake brands, have dated or got pregnated by a canto boy, uses Tagalog words in reverse, and is okay to use and have the word kupal, Kupal, in a normal part of conversations in her choice of words. So, those are some things you need to pay attention. If you guys haven't yet, click like, click subscribe, share. Look, it's the beginning of the year, guys. Let's grow this channel. Share. Tell people about us. Have people come over here. It's a small ask I can ask of you guys, right? But anyways, guys, I am out of here for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Salamat, Kuya. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's like the Filipino Godfather, Filipino Kevin Samuels. I'm going to listen to a lot of his stuff. I already have been, but I kind of want to rewatch it just to make sure that it really gets ingrained. That way I can look out for these types of signs and signals when I get to the Philippines. So like he said at the end of his video, I'm saying at the end of mine, please like and subscribe, add some comments. Help my channel grow. I want to get to the Philippines. The faster I can get this channel to grow, the faster I can get there, where I can really get into some good content. I want to be climbing in the jungles and in the mountains and swimming with whales and stuff. So if you guys want to see that, help me grow. Like and subscribe and comment. Thanks for joining me at Fil-Am, Fil-Fam. Let's give a thanks to Kuya Myk, Myk'S Philippine Journey. You're a good brother. Y'all take care.